Good morning, boys and girls. So, we just learned about the Netherlands. Now we're going to learn about another country. It's right here. Our country is Italy. How do you think we could get to Italy? Could we go by boat? I think we could. Could we go by plane? I think we could. Could we drive? Yes, we could. Which way do you think would be best? Let's think about it. Okay, to our left, or the west, we find the Atlantic Ocean. To the north, we still have the Arctic Ocean. To Coleman. No. To the south, we have the Indian Ocean, and if we keep going east, we'll come back to the Pacific Ocean. So you see Italy right there. It looks kind of like a boot. You see, look, there's the heel and the toe, and then Sicily is an island that's part of Italy. It looks like it's kicking a football. Okay, so Italy is almost completely surrounded by water. Do you see that? Almost completely surrounded by water, except for this little strip of land right here. That makes it not an island. It's actually called a peninsula, but that's not kindergarten. But you know, you can know something a little ahead of time. That's our little secret. Italy is a peninsula. So today we will cross over some beautiful mountains to visit Italy, Tony's country. They are called the Italian Alps. You see the Italian Alps? They're mountains. Italy is shaped like a boot. That big island at the top, or the toe of Italy, is also part of the country. It looks like the boot is kicking a football, like I just said earlier. Tony lives in Rome, a large, very old city in Italy. It is Italy's capital city. In Rome, you will see beautiful fountains and the remains of very old buildings right next to new, modern buildings. See the Colosseum? It's a really old building, obviously, looking at it. The old buildings were built by the Romans about the time when Jesus lived on earth. These Romans were the people who ruled the whole world at that time. There is an old road called the Appian Way that was built in those days that people still use for travel today. North of Rome is the city of Genoa. We have heard of someone who was born in Genoa, Christopher Columbus, the man who discovered America. Genoa is right on the sea. So do you suppose that living near the water made Christopher Columbus want to go exploring? I don't know. So people from Italy today are called Italians. But people who lived in ancient Rome, like in Jesus' time, were called Romans. The Italians today only rule their own country. They don't rule other places like the Romans did back in Jesus' time. Roman numerals, you'll see some on your paper, but Roman numerals were developed by the Romans hundreds of years ago. They use letters instead of numbers we use. Actually, I have a piece of paper right here, so I'll show you. So they used numbers to write, or letters to write. So I stands for 1, 2 I's stands for 2, 3 I's equals 3, V equals 4, and just a V of course they're drawn better. But a V equals 5. That's as far as we'll learn this year. But those are Roman numerals. See how they use letters? Say good morning, Coleman. They used letters instead of numbers to represent the numbers they wanted to use. People still use Roman numerals today. You will learn how to read them when you're a little older. Your mommy and daddy may have a fancy clock on their wall that has Roman numerals on it. Most people don't wear regular watches anymore, but most of the time older watches had Roman numerals on them. I'm trying to think of somewhere else you would see Roman numerals. But if you see Roman numerals around your house somewhere, let me know where you see them. So comprehension questions. Ugh. On which continent is Italy located? We didn't discuss this, but Italy is located on the continent of Europe, still with England and the Netherlands. Is Italy an island? No. Why is it not an island? Because it's not completely surrounded by water. What are the Italian Alps? We crossed the Italian Alps to get into the country. They're beautiful mountains. What powerful people from Rome ruled the earth when Jesus was on earth? We discussed this. Not the Italians. They are the Italians now, but when Jesus was on earth, they were powerful, and they were called the Romans. So, I hope you guys have a great day. I have learned how to Zoom. So, if you want to Zoom with me, Coleman, shh. If you want to Zoom with me, just to talk, or if you need to ask a question, or whatever you want to do, you can have your mommy or daddy send me their email or the number that they would prefer for me to use, and let me know when they're available and we can Zoom. So then I can see you guys. But I just want you to have a great day, and we only have one more day and then it'll be spring break. So don't stress, get your work done, and then we'll be able to have fun. Bye guys.